Honestly, it is a bit mad how much the sneaker world has changed over the last few years. I do think a few years ago, if you brought out a Jordan 4, it doesn't even matter what colorway, they would have sold out. Today's climate is very, very different. And I do think that is for a mixture of reasons. So the pair that I've got today are still sitting on the sneakers app. But today's video, we have the Air Jordan 4 SE Craft in the colorway medium olive. These are a pair of SEs, which means that they are special edition. They are also part of the craft design as well. Earlier this year, back in February, we saw the first release of this craft design. I didn't actually get my hands on a pair of these because I wasn't, to be honest with you, I wasn't too keen on them. And if I can recall, I think these actually did sit for a little bit as well. So what they did to that sneaker and this sneaker today is that they have elevated the Jordan 4 silhouette. So they've added some new materials, which I'll show you guys in a second. Usually, of course, we just have the standard mesh and leather, but we do have some new materials on in this one. So here we have the Jordan 4 SE Craft. So first, let's take a look at the silhouette as a whole. It is a normal standard Jordan 4. Of course, as I mentioned, the only things that are different is that we have a completely different design, different materials. So it is called Craft, and I think it's kind of pretty self-explanatory as to why it's called Craft. It is more crafted. You've got different materials and especially textures going on as well, which is supposed to make it, you know, a little bit more premium, which is of course reflected in the price tag. These came in at $210, £200. So they are quite an expensive Jordan 4. In terms of the official colorway on the boxing, it does actually say medium olive and pale vanilla, but we do also have some cargo khaki and also sail colors accents going on as well. And we also have some black. Now, one thing about the color olive in general, obviously my name is Olivia. A lot of my friends call me Olive, and I absolutely love the color olive as well. So it's anywhere that I see olive, I'm just immediately attracted because I feel like that is just, it's just me. Also, not being biased, but in my opinion, the color olive, khaki, sage greens is one of the best colors ever. And I'm not just talking about sneakers, I mean everything in general. But anyway, let's take a closer look into the details of this sneaker. So we are going to start with the upper, and we do have some suede on the upper. Now, one thing about suede for me, it definitely does give off that kind of more premium vibe, so I am a fan of it. Now, what was interesting on this shoe is we kind of have different types of suede. If we have a look around the toe box, we do have a short hair suede, and then if you look towards the back, we do have a more kind of rougher texture of suede. Now, one thing that is interesting about this is that we have some around the collar, as you can see. However, if we do turn around to the outer side, we don't have the exact same design, which is quite interesting. It does kind of give off that craft kind of design. Instead, we just have a tiny patch here of the suede. Wrapping around the mudguard section, we do have the nubuck material. This is in the cargo khaki, and this was absolutely amazing in hand. We usually have the netted paneling, but this has been replaced with this kind of suede design paneling. So we do have a lot of texture here, which is very, very different. If we take a look towards the back on the wings, we do have this black cracked leather. Then if we turn around to the back of the shoe where we have the Jumpman logo, this is where we see the entrance of some pale vanilla, which is here, kind of in a very, very light creamy yellow. For the heel tab, it does look the same. However, this is in a more of kind of transparent black, so it is a bit of a lighter black. Near the eye stays, we do go back to having this short hair suede. Laces wise, we have a standard pair of Jordan 4 laces. This comes in the medium olive colorway to match the majority of this shoe. We don't get a spare pair of laces. I feel like they could have potentially given us a black or a sail colorway as well. I feel like sail colorway, I would have liked to try that because I feel like there's not much sail on this shoe, so we would have brought out some more contrast. As for the tongue, we do have a tongue that is made up of the short hair suede again, and then we have the standard Jordan 4 flight logo. Again, the flight logo is in this pale yellow color, which is the pale vanilla. Then if we take a look inside towards the shoe, we do just have a black sock lining, and we do have the Jordan logo as normal, so that is pretty standard. Moving on to the midsole of this shoe, as you can see, we do have kind of three parts to it. So we have the sail color here. The sail color, I think for me, was one thing that I kind of was a bit uncertain with, because I feel like it is a little tiny bit random, seeing as everything else is literally green and black, and then they just input that sail color. Not 100% sure on that. We do also have the black accents as well, and then we also have the cargo green. This is to kind of match the sole of the shoe, so if we flip it over, we can see that there is a lot of colors going on here. We have some more pale vanilla as well going on. We have the sail, we have the black, and we also have this cargo green. I actually don't think I can call this cargo green. It is more of a kind of sage green on the bottom as well. You can't really see it when you are actually wearing the sneaker. So this is quite different to, I guess, a normal standard Jordan 4 that we're usually used to seeing that comes out in so many different colorways. I do think that is literally down to the fact of the materials that are used in this. The design is completely different. Can't lie to you, when I first saw them online, I was not a fan, and I thought, I didn't think I was gonna like it, but now I've got it in hand, it has grown on me so much. I think for me, I'm quite unsettled on is the colorway. I do really, of course, love the olive colorway. I love all the greens going on at top. For me, it's more of the midsole. I'm just not sure that I would have kind of chosen the sail color for this midsole. But then I was thinking if I had this in all black, I don't know if it would be too much black, or maybe if they just added some more sail on top, that I think it would, you know, match a little bit nicer to the midsole and the upper. Saying that though, when I do put them on, I do feel like it all comes together. Maybe that's because, you know, the attention is not solely on the shoe. When I put them with a fit, it does blend in a lot more nicer. Before I try them on, boxing wise, these come in an olive boxing, and we have this kind of speckled gloss on them, which I absolutely love. And then of course we have the Flight logo on the top. Sizing wise for these, they fit true to size. If you've ever had a Jordan 4 before, then I would recommend just getting the exact same size in these. There is no difference whatsoever. The colorway fits in so nicely for this time of year. You can match it really nicely with those kind of earthy tones, those creams, beiges and browns. One thing I do have to say though is this short hair suede and the long hair suede is not nice to clean when you get it dirty. If you spill something on it, you have to be really careful with how you clean suede, and I'm not just talking about sneakers, I just mean suede in general. So that is one thing to watch out for. Make sure that you do have some kind of protection on the shoe. Well, personally, that's what I would do. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are saying about today's pickup. Did anyone else pick them up as well? As I said, they are still sitting on the sneakers app if you are interested in these. I do think that eventually they will sell out, just like the pair in February. So I don't think they're going to be sitting there forever. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to stay updated with all my latest videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one.